what is up, guys? Welcome to a new episode of your favorite podcast. All right, so guys, in today's episode, I'm going to jump straight into it, and I am going to show you how I'm able to close people. They go from a complete stranger to a client in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, meaning I don't need the lengthy sales process and the blah, blah, blah. I don't need to do this. And I'm going to explain how I'm doing this. And I will give you an opportunity, if you guys want, to get your hands on what I use. It's a tool. I have never told anybody about it. Okay? So here's the thing. Here's the problem. The problem that you have right now probably is that your sales process is too long, right? So you meet someone, and then you have to explain who you are. Then you have to explain what you do. And then they have questions, and then they're like, oh, let's try to get on a call in a month because I'm busy, I'm traveling. And then a month later, they don't remember you, they don't get on the call, you wasted your time. Or if they get on the call, then it ends up being like 15 different calls. Oh, wait, let's do another call to blah, blah, blah. Right, so you might be going through that stuff. And right now, there is an instance in my life where, I don't know how I ended up in that stuff. We already had like 3 calls, which is a lot for me. I just hate it. I am not the type of person who likes to get on calls that much simply because I'm a creator, all right? And I feel like I have much better things to do, like creating new cool stuff than being on a call, right? So, I can get on calls, but one call, right? And if I can avoid that call, then fantastic. So, if you're like me, you're like, dude, if I could, first of all, reduce the number of calls and then not having people wasting my time, because the amount of people who actually book a call, they don't show up, it's just ridiculous, And, maybe you're sick and tired of stuff. Me, I am. And so I have created this tool, okay? And this tool allows me to beat all my competitors. Why and how? So imagine that for my competitor, it takes them 2 months to close someone, 2 months. And me, it takes me 5 minutes. So just do the math. How quickly can I build my empire, right? How much more quickly than them? It's a lot quicker and it's a lot easier with the tool that I've created. Now, let me explain what the tool is. You're like, oh my God, this is cool. How can you close someone in 5 minutes? 5 minutes. And without even saying a word, okay? I forgot to say that. Without saying a word, all right? I'm not selling. I am not doing any selling whatsoever, and I can close someone in 5 minutes. Here it is. Let me give you the scenario. All right, so you go to an event, okay? And if you are one of those people who has to go to events and conferences and stuff like that, this is going to be perfect for you, okay? So you go to this event, and at the event, what do? Normally, you're like, oh, what do you do? Blah, blah, blah. Let's exchange business cards. Let's exchange blah, 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 contacts, etc. What happens when you get business cards, when you go to this event? I'm going to tell you what happens to me, okay? Which basically motivated me to create this tool. So I end up with a stack of business cards that I put somewhere on a coffee table or on a desk or something, and then 6 months, 8 months later, I'm like, who the hell are these people? Where did I get this, right? And you have all these business cards that are in there. You don't do anything with it, okay? And one day I decided, hey, there has to be a better way. What can I do with this stuff? And this is when I created my tool. So my original system was, you get the business cards, you go home, then you're supposed, if you're very organized, normally you're supposed to be doing it on the same day. You put all of them in the nice, folder or something, and then you enter all of them in your CRM, your phone, you message everybody and stuff like that. Some people are disciplined to do this. Me, I wasn't, okay? And because I know who I am and what I can do, I need assistance from, automation, okay? And so, back in the days, it will take me, a month and 3 calls, dreadful calls, because I don't like calls, to get somewhere with someone, okay? Now, 5 minutes. So this is my new scenario. My new scenario is this, is I go to an event and I meet someone and they're like, oh yeah, what do you do? Blah, 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 etc. Oh, let's exchange business cards. They give me their business cards, okay? And right there, there's something that I've created that I put on my phone, okay? I just put the phone next to the card. It's a paper card, okay? It's paper. There's nothing special about the card. And basically what's gonna happen is that while I'm talking to the person, okay, I'm not selling anything. I'm not pitching them on anything. While I'm talking to the person, because of that small little program that I created that I have on my phone that I have with me all the time, this is what's gonna happen. While I'm talking to them, I'm gonna tell them, oh, by the way, check your emails. And then they're gonna check their emails and they're gonna see an email from me, all right? And they're gonna see an email from me with a photo of me with a specific pulse. For example, I can do a pulse like this, and while they're checking their email, they will see a photo of me like this, and when they basically look at me, I'm like that. And they're like, what is this sorcery? What is this magic? I am talking to them. We're talking about the weather, okay? I did not touch my phone, okay? All I did was take the phone, do this, that's it. Now they got an email from me, okay, with a photo of me. I mean, you can get fancy with it. You can do some cool stuff, right? Then I say, oh, check your SNS. And they check and they get a message from me that basically says, hey, Bob, hey, Susan, you're very nice to meet you on this date, blah, 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 etc. My name is Martin. Just a reminder, this is what I do, okay? And I haven't touched my phone. I am talking to them about, hey, oh, you were from San Antonio. Oh, San Antonio is pretty good. I really like the team. You know, things like this. And while we're talking, they can see this happening. Now, what happens is that person is now in my CRM and in my email automation, okay? And again, guys, I'm repeating, I'm just talking to the person. I haven't done anything, all right? And in addition to this, what I do as well is I can actually take that person and put them in a custom audience for my ads if I ever want to run ads. So for example, on LinkedIn or blah, blah, blah. And I can even send them a LinkedIn invitation. I just did this, okay? All of this happened while I'm talking to them, okay? And I can even get fancier. So there are instances where while I was talking to them, I was sending them a gift, a physical gift from the post, a physical gift. I mean, I don't know if you guys realize this, right? Like, but something stupid, like a goodie or something, you know? But all this when I'm talking to them. So how do I close people in 5 minutes? You're like, oh, wow, this is cool, but how do I close people? The thing is this, is that now these people, they have seen what I can do. And it actually takes 2 minutes for the whole thing to work. They have seen what I can do without me pitching them. At this point, the question is not whether or not they're going to work with me. The question is, how do I work with you? So imagine you're talking to someone and all of this magic happens right in front of your very eyes. And the person hasn't touched their phone. They don't have their computer. They don't have blah, blah, blah. They have demonstrated that they have the skills and they have the processes and the systems and everything in place to help you, right? Without saying a word. At that point, that person will sign with you. You don't need to get on a call. You do not. They've already seen the stuff in action, all right? And that is how I was able to get from, having to go on calls with people like three times, 4 times or something, to never having to get on a call with anybody because I created this stuff that I just put on my phone. So it's a secret weapon that I've never actually revealed that weapon to people. And you could be one of the lucky few. So if you are one of those people who needs to do that, because you have to go to events, you have to travel to conferences and stuff like that, it's guaranteed to shorten the amount it takes to go from complete stranger to a client, okay? And now the question is this, what is the value of a contract or a sale for you? So let's say, for example, you are in, I don't know, whatever space you are, and that contract is 50 grand. If someone signs with you, it's 50 grand, or like 100 grand or something, right? So just imagine how, I mean, the worth of what I'm telling you here, okay? So it's a magic system. I haven't even found a name for it because, again, I did not create this to sell it to anybody. I created it to solve my own problem, which is make sure I don't have to get on those damn calls with people, right? Because, again, I have better things to do, okay? And so I still haven't found a name for it. I don't know, let's say, well, I'll come up with something. Anyway, if this is something that you're interested in and you need this and you're like, oh my God, that will change my existence, then what you want to do is you want to click there. It's going to be a link under here that will say something like work with me one-on-one or something. And you can go and click on that link, okay? Well, exceptionally, I'm saying, well, I don't want to get on a call or something. But here in this case, because this is really top secret, right? I want the people who are really serious because, obviously you can imagine, just run the math, okay? It really depends on how much you're selling your stuff. If you're selling high-ticket stuff, then that will basically generate a lot of sales for you. One sale, and you have covered like 10 times, 100 times the price of this thing, okay? So I do not want to announce it publicly and put it everywhere because it's a top secret weapon that I've been using for years. I've never seen or heard anybody who's using the same thing. And every time I do it, people are like, what happened there? Did we need to work together? Like teach me, and I've never sold it to anybody before. And so that will be the first time, okay? And that is one of the tools that I use in my tech stack, okay? Just for you guys to understand, so the tech stack that I have, everything is built for a purpose, okay? I don't just get stuff to get stuff. It's for a purpose. The purpose is to make my life easier, so to take tasks that I would have to do manually and automate them so that I can be faster, so that it's easier for me to do it. My life is a lot more pleasant. If it's easier for me to do it, it's going to be done very, very, very fast and very often. And consistency brings results, okay? And at the end of the day, what I'm trying to do is to turn strangers into clients without my time being involved, okay? This is the foundation of all the automations and all the tools that I create is how do I go from a stranger to a client fast and easy and without me, okay? And that is a prime example of how it's done. So the beauty of this one is that normally these things, they only work online. This one works offline. People say, well, it's not possible to do automations offline because it works offline. It's an in-person automation. And guys, trust me, the amount of people that I've been converted it's like 5 minutes. These people are like, you're my guy. You are the guy. I've seen what you can do, okay? So guys, that is pretty much it for today. If you guys are interested in this tool, then there will be a link down there that will say something like work with me, blah, blah, blah. And exceptionally, we will get on a call, okay? And maybe right there, you might be already converted like, oh my God, yes, I need this. And what I just told you there, it's true. It works. I use it every day. And you could be the recipient of this thing there that I've never sold to anybody. I still haven't given a name to it. I need to find a fancy name for it. But yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. So thank you for your attention. If you're watching this video, thank you very much for being one of my listeners. And if you do like the show, I don't know where you're listening to the show. It could be on Spotify. It could be on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe just to let me know that I'm doing a good job. Okay? So that is pretty much it. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.